Welcome to the absolutehabibi Forgotten Nations multiplayer lobby. In this lobby, nations that never get picked in normal Europa Universalis IV lobbies are being picked, like Scotland, Brittany, Albania, Byzantium, Dahomey.
There's a Dahomey slot. The Dahomey slot. How much dev do you start with? 3.
And for me, the Ayyubids of Hisn Kayfa. Of course, this isn't the most balanced lobby, and Hisn Kayfa is not the best star in the game. With a whopping income of 1.77 and a balance of negative 0.77, things were going to be tough, but I already had a strategy in mind as I had done the Legacy of Salahuddin achievement in the past. Something that we do have though is a big mission tree that allows us to expand in all directions, and maybe we will restore the Ayyubid dynasty to its greatest extent in this multiplayer lobby. But unless you skip ahead, you won't know. So watch to the end.
This is what we must ask ourselves right now, chat. What is Jerusalem worth? Nothing. Everything. See the progress on the muscles?
Assalamu alaikum.
One of the benefits of being a one province miner is that crownlands don't matter, at least as long as we stay a one province nation. So we can go down to 0 crownlands with our estates and not really care. A general from estates and we are ready to begin. And with improved relations, we will eventually ally Ajam and Ottomans, the AI, to expand into Karakalunu, our best expansion path to begin. Ottomans turn friendly, then I'm going to ally him and call him into against AQ, okay? I'll let you know when his troops are all in Persia and when I'm done with him. In a lobby like this, it's important to coordinate with the other players early, as we all pretty much start very weak. I told Byzantium of my intentions of using the Ottomans AI for my war, in which case he can declare on the Ottomans and rush Gallipoli. Then with both me and AQ called into the war versus Byzantium, I can use that opportunity to attack AQ without Ottomans coming to his aid. So in a swift movement, we can win a war against QQ and AQ very early on. He's down. All right, we got him. All right, time to go. Go, 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 go. I'm coming.
Huh?
Ottomans are here. The Ottomans are here with full force, 32k. Almost bankrupted. Appease the ulama. Secure Mesopotamia, 100 admin. Let's go. Missions being done. Legalism.
Okay, let's see who's behind.
Even though we were losing so much money fielding an army we could not support, we were growing at a fast pace. And with those 2 wars, we had expanded quite substantially, becoming much stronger than we were before. Now what we have to do is wait for our truce with AQ to do our next expansion. Go men, lose 3 war exhaustion, get a level 2 advisor 75% cheaper. Don't mind if I do. That's a really cheap level 2 advisor. Don't mind if I do. I'll also do this. Don't mind if I do. Do. And before the rebels spawn, this is great. We can lower autonomy. Now we just need to deal with the rebels, stabilize, and we'll be in a great position. Gonna help with the dealing with that. The last bastion gives us manpower, gives us local maintenance of fort. I'm gonna keep these on for now. We have a big wave of rebels coming in. So gotta prepare for that. And while we dealt with internal issues, it was important we dealt with external issues with diplomacy. You are a nudge player, right?
Yes, it's me.
Okay, well I saw you went for Basra, which is fine, you know, I have no problems, but
I'm small.
I know.
Expand.
You need to expand, I know. I don't want any problems with you.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not expanding north, I'm expanding south. It's different. I just want to talk to you about Mamluks, because we need to split them somehow.
We do, yeah. Alright, you ready? They're on a mountain fort next to me. We can go now. You ready?
Now you're attacking Mamluks?
Yeah, you ready? They're on a mountain fort right next to me.
Second. Let's do separate wars.
Oh, he didn't get
Okay.
it. Wait, I'm decking. You deck.
Yeah. Adal is still is allied, so
Go, 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 go. Where are you?
Adal still is allied. I cannot deck because Adal is player. He will kill me. He wants to kill me.
Oh, it doesn't wipe. That's so sad.
I have a greater idea. I can attack Adal.
Can you beat Adal?
I mean, he doesn't have his split nation. Probably with Ethiopia help I can.
Wait, 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 wait. Oh no, oh no, oh no. The
What
Hormuz
happened?
mill access. The mill access that I gave to you is screwing me. Cancel, 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 cancel. Oh fuck. I need to cancel. I have Mamluks army stuck in the north.
Other half is in the south, trying to come to me.
Scary. I want another battle. Wipe. Wipe them. I wiped. Going for more.
Okay, I wiped too.
Siege of Karak.
Well, at least it's not me. Great success.
Yes. I'm fighting the Mamluks army in the north. I won. I'm gonna fight him again.
Okay, I'm coming.
I'm gonna beat them again. Okay, you fine now? I leave you?
Yeah, I think that's fine. Just to
He
maintain.
has 6k. He has 6k.
Just to maintain his capital. I'm coming
Okay.
for it.
It's it's a level 1, so it's still gonna get troops. Like it's still gonna be 1k.
Yeah, I'm coming from Medina.
Okay, and then Damashq. Go sit on Damashq.
Damashq.
And Halab.
Oh, you're not taking it?
I'm gonna go around because it's a vassal, so I'll probably release, I think. What do you think?
Okay, I'm coming for Al-Karak.
You know what? Karak is, I'll take that one.
Oh, you're taking it? Okay.
It's an annoying fort, so I'll just take in this one.
Okay, I'm in Damashq.
I'm
now.
piecing out. We successfully beat the Mamluks and our economy was still really bad. But our ally in the north, Kandar, was now being attacked by the player Byzantium. Although I could not really help him with much since we had a looming bankruptcy, I felt that Byzantium has a lot of potential to be a great enemy in the future and we needed to at least slow them down. And to make things even worse, the player Trebizond vassalized Karakalunu, who had a bunch of cores on us. A very aggressive play that we could not overlook. We won the initial battle and we moved our troops to Trebizond to deal with the more pressing issue. With Byzantium unable to help his ally Trebizond, we were able to get a peace deal from him and take all of Karakulunu's land, removing that threat. But with Byzantium committing more troops, it became ever so hard to win battles. Saudi Bey! Even though we were winning the battles, I had a constant issue of rebellions in my lands. Moldova's in the war. And now that Moldova player was in this war and Kandar was getting close to bankruptcy, the situation was very dire. Another one battle, but how long could we sustain this? How long would we be able to hold against Byzantium and Moldova.
One more love. That's all I can have.
It was only a matter of time before this war was lost.
Hisn Kayfa, Hisn Kayfa. Yes, that's the nation's name. Lord Almighty Sultan, soon to be the greatest Sultan in the Middle East. These Fars people are looking a bit too offensive for my tiny, peaceful Ardabil. And you know, the Persian silk is important. So maybe they can help it. You guys can help it. And I tell the guy to go trade ideas, and you guys can benefit from the Persian silk in the future to make royalty clothes for your sultan and harem and sultanates and sultanas.
Now,
What
as
is
an
that?
ally of ours,
Huh?
I believe, as an ally of ours, I don't know about that.
Who are
There's
you?
spies
Peaceful
amongst-
people. Afghanistan.
Afghanistan. You're allied to hordes. That's your ally. I'm telling you, look. All I'm saying is I'm peaceful and I'm a trader guy. It's in my blood. I would like to
Okay,
trade
but
and spend money on people and help people out. So
Well, Fars is the
I am the
protector.
one putting my cards on the table, you know, and Fars is gonna be aggressive. Persia is gonna be aggressive. That's all I'm saying.
It's good.
no, really, they're
We helped.
protecting me from the
No,
hordes. You know,
they're
you want a
protecting
horde to
you,
come in to
protect
Persia?
themselves from you. Yeah, that's how you gotta take it. They're protecting you to protect themselves from you in the future. So now, 2 sessions from now, you're gonna be like, you know what? They protected me, and you're gonna fall into that trap where you can't tell the OP nation because they did something very, very minimal. That's what's going on. I have 2,000 hours. I know these tricks.
-1. -1.
Yeah, but so I mean, are
notice,
you gonna ally me? Are you gonna ally me
No,
instead of
but
Fars?
notice how I came to this trap and I said I need protection. I don't need to kill anybody. I need protection. That's the difference. I'm a poor trader guy. That's all.
He is a poor trader
I'm a poor
guy.
mountain guy.
Who are
Oh.
you? Afghanistan.
Me, Afghanistan.
You're being blocked by
Hello.
Mogulistan. What the heck is those borders?
What the heck
Yeah.
about-
This is
I was fighting
Byzantium.
Delhi. I was fighting Delhi. I won the war, and then he came in like an opportunist, and he cut me off.
That
So
fucking guy.
I'm gonna tell my guy to go trade and be a good trader and a peaceful human being. That's all what I'm gonna tell him. And I trust in the people around him. I trust that people will notice that
I think this
true
farce
faith
is, yeah,
in the
farce
Middle
is
East
being
of
so
God.
aggressive. Why would you ally with
Farce
an
is-
aggressive man?
Why would
Ours is a peaceful nation.
What do you mean he's peaceful? He literally snaked all the way to the border of Ardabil. This is not peaceful.
all what Adal wanted is to make good silk for you people, and this is how you repay me, Afghanistan.
This is how you
are
repay him,
how are you
Afghanistan.
willing?
This is how
I
you
don't get
repay
it.
him.
This is how you repay me.
So I'm looking at the trade screen, and it looks like all the trade of silk is going away from me and towards you.
How could
Towards
that
me, yeah,
happen?
because of farce. Exactly, because of farce.
Don't
That's
listen
exactly
to
what's
them.
going
They're,
on.
they're playing games.
What is this aggressive? We're supposed to be cute.
What do you mean? I'm just trying to protect my land and form
Look,
Persia.
man. Do you really want
I'm
another?
I'm
weekend
Pars, so
Portugal?
I am going to form Persia. What do you mean?
Huh?
I'm not being aggressive. I'm just in my borders, in my region.
Look, man, you got no business being here. You see how the spies? He just instantly saw me with people and joined. He doesn't trust you, Afghanistan. Wait, Afghanistan's not here.
Yeah, he left already.
He left. It's too much for him.
Hello. This is Byzantium.
Byzantium. Look, how about this? I don't continue pushing into Anatolia. We can be friends now.
Sure.
Only reason, by the way, I joined that war was because you called in Trebizond, and Trebizond made Kiarakal Yunu a vassal.
Oh, I thought I let it
and he and then he Kandar negotiated a deal that gave me 4 provinces.
Yeah.
So I felt like I had to help him. But now that Kandar is gone, I just want to say I have no intention in Anatolia. The diplomacy in our region was intense, with a now war brewing between the 2 Persian nations of Ardabil and Fars that we did not want to get involved with since our economic situation was very rough. We did diplomacy with Byzantium, but we all know the mission tree really well. As he expands into Anatolia, there's only one other way that he's gonna want, and it's going to go into our territory. Additionally, the Adal player was being hyper aggressive and wanted to kill the Nejd player. But again, we were not in a position to help. Nejd ended up losing, and the Adal player told us he wanted to form Arabia, a big problem for us in the future. We had to act fast and turn on Nejd. Nejd, I have to do this to you. He's dying. He's close to bankruptcy. He's out of manpower, though. Out of troops, out of manpower. And probably out of mercs, too, because he just fought 2 player wars. So, yes, I'm vulturing. Habibi, Habibi. Bro, I started as 4 dev. But today, we go become the Ayyubids. Today. Today, we become the Ayyubids. What is needed? I need to do 2 missions. I need to take these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I need 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I don't think I'll be able to do it today. We're not going to click that one. 10 gold for every trade building. Let me see how many trade buildings I have. 0. What a surprise. But I can rekindle the gold, right? Using our decision, we were able to make Medina a weak gold mine, which basically it's a normal gold mine with half the amount of goods produced. But any amount would help, and we were successfully outscaling the debt, but still overall in the negative. Our economic strategy really just relied on lowering autonomy and keep growing our lands. We won another war against Mamluks, this time a lot easier, and consolidated the Levant. Turn against the Mamluks, 5 discipline, allows the decision to move our capital to Damascus. Sure. Good. Then the next part, Ayyubid restoration. The event that Ayyubid restoration happens. We get claims on Tabuk, Mecca, Medina, Egypt, Cyprus. Our name changes to Ayyubids. Our national ideas get empowered, and we get yearly prestige and for 20 years. We're now the Ayyubids. And let's see how our ideas are empowered. Capped infantry ratio plus 25. 5 more core cost. 5 more goods produced. Oh. When I think empowered, I'm thinking something totally different than just that. Huge! Huge, chat. Huge. We are so back. I've conquered my home city. The serious stuff is high dev, dude. We're almost a GP. Let's go. We're making money. Oh my god. Now we just gotta pay 2k of debt. Well, we're gonna probably be spamming self-titles, so that's 2 self-titles and we're good. Pretty much. Inflation's fine. We reach 30 inflation and then we get the deal with hyperinflation mission. Income is rising. With the self-titles, well, actually, before we do that, let's see if we have a good buildings to build here. A couple. Self-titles now. We don't want to build too much because we still have high inflation that we're not going to be able to deal with for a while. That's 8 loans. I'm down to 1k debt. I'm actually not doing bad, chat. I did get some points. All nations that started as 1 province miners throughout the game got some points as a compensation for starting. And also some shitty nations like Mazab. He got some points. The Homie got some points. You know, basically nations that started really in rough positions got some points. So we were able to get some points that way. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get that show strength off. But because of that, we're able to click this. We're able to click this. Boom, boom, boom. We're back. We are no longer paying corruption for imbalanced technologies. Are we? No, we are. We are playing some corruption for unbalanced technologies. Our income is doing a lot better now. We do have rebels popping up. We have truce coming up with Hormuz. So we'll build more trade buildings and then we'll click that mission just to min-max it a bit more. And then this, the construction mission, -10 construction. We'll wait until we have manufactories and then use this to build manufactories. Looking at our trade goods, it looks like most of our manufactories we can already build because we have so many food provinces. Food is okay though. Food is all right. You know, especially if we expand infrastructure, we could have both soldiers' households and manufactories. And keep in mind, this is vanilla soldiers' households. We're not playing bastard mod here. We're playing vanilla, which have triple the effect, or no, double the effect. Or is it double or triple? I forget. On grain, fish, livestock, wine. And then we're going to do strengthen the ulama. The reason why we do strengthen the ulama is because we can switch between absolutism and mysticism. I mean, legalism and mysticism very easily just from a click of a button. So if we get into a war and we get high piety, we can just click this button and we go straight towards -100 piety, which gives us morale of armies and idea cost. Notice this. Ardabil declared war on Fars. Ardabil's quality is insane though. A 5-5 general compared to a 4-3 and a 5-3. Our Ardabil also has a point of morale higher. Golden era clicked by Fars and Ardabil, dude. They're both fighting. This is a fight for the Persia formable. I will not get involved in the Persia wars, but whoever wins, I will want to be a great ally. I have no ambition for the Persian lands.
To be a great ally.
While that war was going on, we expanded into Hormuz and cleaned up our borders against the Mamluks. Mission. We're trying to make sure everywhere here is 4 Diplo Dev. Doom, doom, doom. And then here in this state, 4 Diplo Dev. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, Gujarat has this. Okay, that's really good. Increase this here. Maliki scholars are gone. Now we want to build all of our trade centers on all of our marketplaces. Right now we have 3. Going through missions right now. The lifeline of Mashriq, that's going to give production in all of Iraq and Basra area and goods produced and prosperity in the region. Boom, 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 boom. Should boost income a little bit as well as trade income because it's goods produced. But while we were boosting our income, the war between the 2 Persian states was over and Fars was the one that won and ended up forming Persia. I think it's time to do diplomacy with the new Persia.
Is it?
Yes.
New Persia.
Gain explorer with 100 tradition. Holy guacamole.
Guacamole.
Yes, this is totally not exposition that's going to be in the YouTube video. This is just me randomly saying it.
Oh, we just formed Spain.
Ah,
He's going
Persia. Okay, so, yeah, I just want my node, you know, but I know that it's not going to look that nice. So I will just take this state right here.
Which one?
I will just take the 3 provinces in Khuzestan. Since this isn't like bastard mod where you need to have full states.
Okay.
And I just want 1 province temporarily on the Gulf Coast. Can I have Dagestan?
Yeah, sure. I can give it to you temporarily.
Temporarily. I'll deck for it.
Yeah.
I'll deck for it. If you could give it to me temporarily, I will appreciate
sure, I
that.
will
And
give
then we
it.
improve relations and then we can ally. And when I ally, we both get a bonus.
Do we?
Yes, the Sultan and the Shah. I'm going to go down the path of the Persian conquest path, befriend the Shah, which will give us bonuses. And then we drop claims and cores on each other.
Okay, sounds
We
good. I will
be
keep,
alliance.
yeah, sure. I will give you Dagestan for temporarily. Then we will be allies then.
We will be allies then. Economically, we were doing quite well, and colonialism was growing in our lands, and since this was vanilla, institutions were quite important with keeping up in technology. The only thing that could go bad now was if someone declared war on us. Here he comes. The Adal player had declared war on us, which was expected since he wanted to form Arabia. However, on paper, he was stronger than us, and this was going to be a very tough war. He immediately assaulted Medina, which wasn't good for us since that was a mountain fort, and we really needed to take good battles in order for us to win. We took the tech early, which gave us upgraded cannons and cavalry, which we were using a good amount of cavalry due to our Ayyubid ideas having cav combat ability in them. He then assaulted another fort in Tabuk, another mountain fort gone for us. We tried to go for a sneaky play where we tried to cut reinforcements, but he was able to scorch earth and get out of there. We saw that one of his stacks did not have a general, and we decided to take the battle, but it was still a mountain fort and he was able to reinforce on time with a general. He then pushed against us on a desert tile, but with half of our army retreating, there was no way to win this battle. We needed to hold on the mountain fort of Karak. I was still looking for nice pickoffs that we could possibly do, but it was quite tough position. We won a really close battle on Gaza, but now we had to push on Tabuk, a mountain fort. But we ended up getting the siege before Adal could come back. Adal's army was split in half, and I decided to take two battles, which in hindsight was a mistake because we could have just focused on one side. We lost in Sinai, but we won in Al-Wajah. We reconsolidated and took a battle in Gaza while his troops were still separated, but he still had a lot of troops. I decided to assault Medina, the war goal, but he still had troops on that side, and he was able to take a battle before we could take the fort. Even though the assault failed, we won the battle. We had positive war score, but Adal had come back with even more men, leading us to lose 3 battles, one of them in a failed reinforcement. He rushed Medina and we took battles on desert tiles, giving no advantage to Adal. He then assaulted Tabuk and I tried to get there before the garrison fell, but I just missed it. And now we were taking a -2 battle on a mountain. Once again, we needed to hold in Karak, and we caught him this time before he was able to successfully assault. We still somehow needed to get Medina, and we were running so low on manpower that a majority of our army were mercenaries. But even though we were winning battles, a new issue had emerged. Bankruptcy was looming. If I could assault Medina and successfully get it, maybe we could get enough war score to get a stab hit peace deal on Adal, but it failed. And with no money to make new troops, there was only one hope for us to unconditionally surrender before we bankrupted. Because if we bankrupted and then lost, we would have had to take loans while in bankruptcy and potentially never recovered. This way, there was still a chance. But then he hit us with this peace deal. He snaked to Baghdad, dude. What is that?
Dead. That's disgusting. I hate this.
What is that?
Is Erling actually dead?
And that is how my Ayyubids run ended. Or is it? Dun dun dun! Well, I guess you guys have to subscribe because that's gonna be in an upcoming video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, my patrons and direct supporters: GigaChad, DJX, Endless Night, Mason Druska, Blue Kyle, Shane Altier, Zerovia, Fabulous Snail, Johan Askelon, Jackie Main 068, Abacadabacadabe, Antra, Will Cobb, Thick Cat, Jorky, Bolivians for Breakfast, Cavid, Jason, Casty, JB, Jay Yaong, Great Guy, Sarp Killing, R, Trevor, Purple. Thank you so much for all of you guys for directly supporting this channel. I really appreciate it. If you want to become a patron and directly support this channel and get some perks, check out my Patreon down in the description. Goodbye.